This portion of Lifestyles is sponsored by Gary Price, elder law attorney.
You may indeed have questions about the topic of gifting, so our expert in elder law, Gary Price, has the answers. Good to see you, as always.
Good morning. Good to be here.
So let's define it. What is gifting?
Transferring something to someone without receiving value.
Just like any gift we give.
Just
so I'm going to give you a gift.
I give it and I don't expect anything in return.
So what's the problem with gifting if you're working with your Medicaid planning and et cetera?
Yeah, so it's a confusing subject for whatever reason. I get more questions on gifting than any other subject. So if the number of questions equates to amount of confusion, this is the most confusing subject.
This is the one, okay.
Yeah. And Medicaid law is real easy. You can gift a total of, it's called a de minimis gift, $1,200 a year. Not $1,200 to individual persons, but a total of $1,200. That's the rule. And it's black and white rule. Now, there's some gray areas in there as far as, okay, I tithe every Sunday.
Okay.
You know, those are issues that never become issues unless, you know, you normally tithe $50 and you know Medicaid's coming, so you want to give your church $5,000, that's a red flag, right? And so Medicaid would not like that, certainly, because it looks like you're trying to transfer money in order to get eligible for Medicaid. So any type of gifting like that, where you do a normal, it's been your routine your entire adult life, and then all of a sudden you stray from that, that's a problem. That always creates a problem.
So do people do, I mean, I'm guessing people do things like that.
They do.
And so why would somebody do that? What are they thinking?
Here's what they're thinking. They're thinking that they're seeing that Medicaid is in their immediate future. And they've heard that the nursing home wants to get everything or will try to get everything. And so they think they can bypass that by, all right, I'm going to take advantage of the gift tax laws. I'm going to give my kids whatever it is, $15,000, $16,000 each. I don't want them to take my home, so I'm going to gift my home to my kids. I can tell you that creates a huge problem with Medicaid. And I can also tell you that we can do much, much better in sheltering your assets if you avoid doing all that. Now, if Medicaid is not in your immediate future, but you're still concerned about these things, you can go ahead and do some of these gifts if that's what you want to do. Just remember, the 5-year look back always applies, meaning once you make that gift, don't apply for Medicaid for at least 5 years.
All right, so let's say you don't have that on your radar, but then suddenly you have to, due to any number of things in life. What happens then?
Well, here's what we try to do. What happens then if we do nothing is there will be consequences for those gifts, meaning Medicaid won't pay for the services you're applying for a certain period of time, and that's the consequences of the gift giving.
So then you're out of your pocket.
You're out of pocket. So what we try to do is undo the gift. If we can take it back, it's kind of a no harm, no foul. Mm-hmm. I gifted it to you, but you're giving it back to me. Then we've got some alternatives. But
the plan, I mean, the wisdom here is plan ahead.
You plan ahead. Planned gift. We use gifting when we plan for Medicaid, but it's planned gifting. And the distinction of just gifting and planned gifting is when we plan gift, we're planning for the consequences. We know the consequences, we know exactly what they are, and we plan for them. If I just start gifting and gifting and gifting without thinking about what the consequences may be, I'll probably fall short and then end up private paying.
That's why you call Gary and get his book. How do they get your book,
We
Gary?
talk a lot about it in the book. We call the office, 812-475-8444. We'll send you a free copy of the book.
Thank you, as always.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more Lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.
This portion of Lifestyles is sponsored by Gary Price, elder law attorney.